What's up, Warriors? Another day, another music reaction. And we're once again tackling a performance by Aurora. So this time around, Kev and Mario requested Dreams. Now, I want to say that even though Kev and Mario jumped onto Buy Me Coffee and Patreon to ask for the specific music video to be reacted to, I have seen this in the YouTube comments a gazillion times. Okay, so clearly people are making a fuss about this song. I do not know. We are going to see for ourselves. And it's no secret that I have struggled a little bit to get into Aurora's music, especially when her lyrics don't necessarily meet the beats or the melody of the music. In my opinion only. Others believe it's a perfect match. It's harmonized. It's awesome. And they don't care so much about upbeat versus sad lyrics, all of that crap. I do. I'm an empath. I like to see what I hear. Okay. So let's give Dreams a go. I quickly scanned through the comments just to see what some of the people are saying about this video. And I've seen 0 comments that's negative or remotely disappointed in the song or whatever the case might be. Everyone is completely blown away by this performance. So yeah, let's just give Aurora another go and see whether we like this. This is from the very first same performance. My very first introduction to Aurora was this curved concert. I think it was dark, dresses lightly. Look, Nia, I won't take it away from her, but she can hit some pretty intense notes.
The night became new, and out of it grew a hymn of her. Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to the world, don't lie to a girl. When your shadows were forgiven, I abandoned your religion, and I knew that I would never come back.
Oh.
So tired and so aimless, I traveled through the darkness, so my path would be impossible to track. In my dreams, everything's more quiet than here. In my dreams, everything I feel disappears. Ooh, 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 ooh. Take my body and my poems and repeat them like you own them, like the arrow and the willow.
That's
We
nice.
open. Let the mothers and the daughters climb out of the waters like the needle and the cockroach. We mend in my dreams, in my dreams. Everything's more quiet than here. In my dreams, in my dreams, everything I feel disappears.
Oh, hectic. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back quite a bit. This is this is I want to say the first time. Oh, flippin' hell. Apart from her very tribal performance, which again was the very first performance that I was introduced to at this very curved concert, and she actually wore the same clothes as well because I remembered I was so into that song. I was so good. But then everything after that, I was really struggling a bit. Um, but now this time, now again, this I can listen to. Okay. I will not fault her on her vocal abilities. I will not fault her on her performances, on her dancing. Like, I think it's all very sweet. She can sing beautifully. It's just sometimes for me personally, those three components don't just match. Not in every single song, but in material like this, I'm like, yes, girl, you're doing it. Um, so it's it's so subtle, it's so pure, it's so gentle, right? So for me, the feeling I'm getting from this song is, I mean, my entire bloody childhood. For those who know, I hated the fact that I was alive. I mean, the amount of times that I wanted to die, I just wanted to leave, not necessarily to die, but I wanted to leave Earth, nay, because I thought that for some magical reason, life would be better somewhere else. So I know she's not, well, I don't think she's singing about astral projection here, although some of what she says, floating away from Earth. I mean, you can interpret that many different ways, however you want to. But for me, something that actually got me into desperately trying to astral project is so that I can almost go and experience different lives, just by leaving my body. And to this day, I've not succeeded. I'm really struggling because I'm too in my head. I'm obsessive compulsive. Hello. And I overthink, and which is hence my beautiful music journey is so that I can calm my mind. As a child, I desperately needed to leave. I wanted to leave. Um, because the life that was chosen for me, or that was in the cards for me, was not necessarily good for me. So when she's singing about a child wanting to leave Earth or the planet, or I mean, it could be it obviously it's circumstances that makes the kid feel that way. So whether it's family, whether it's circumstances, whether it's, I don't know, school, maybe kid gets bullied, whatever the case might be, um, the parent or the mother in this case will be left concerned and worried and sad if the parent actually cared about the child. I found the backup singers is also very, it's subtle. Like you almost don't notice them, but just enough to really make this a beautiful, angelic experience. I'm still like, how is this a freaking live performance? How it sounds like a studio version. Like, how is it that clear? How is she doing all of this? Is there any auto-tuning? Like, I won't pick it up. I'm not musical. Again, guys, I don't know anything about music. But I mean, if she's not using auto-tuning and she is just naturally pitching every one of these, holy crap.
Everything I feel disappears. The night became new, and out of it grew a hymn of pearl. Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to the world, don't lie to a girl. When your shadows were forgiven, I abandoned your religion.
So yeah, okay. So this is, I have a very personal connection to what she's saying here. Whether it is actually what she's implying or not, I don't know. I'm making this my own. I could not get out of the house quick enough. And the moment I got to a point where I could forgive my mother for everything, even though I did not forget, I forgave. I abandoned her religion. So you guys probably know the story. If you try and push Christianity down my throat the way that it was in my life, but then you still allow for a whole lot of other things to happen to your own child, then, or you live in a certain way, but you want to preach another way, that kind of stuff. There's just, it's endless reasons why I chose to be spiritual, why I chose to go and look for answers in ancient, not religion, belief systems. And so I have 10 noble virtues that I live by or try and live by. It's quite personal for me, what she's singing here. I really, those two sentences.
Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to the world,
Even this.
don't lie to a girl.
Sorry, plenty of stops here, but the lyrics are so relevant. So either, I don't know if she is almost speaking to herself in the third person as this girl, but it could also be that the girl is saying to her mom or to her parent or whatever, don't lie to the world, don't lie to yourself, don't lie to the girl. So don't go and tell yourself you even deserve having me in your life, for one. That's how I see it, personally. Personal opinion. Don't lie to others to show how perfect everything is, and don't lie to me because I'm the one who's experiencing all of this.
When your shadows were forgiven, I abandoned your religion, and I knew that I would never come back. So tired and so aimless, I traveled through the darkness, so my path would be impossible to track.
Yeah. I fell off the grid.
Everything's more quiet than here. In my dreams, everything I feel disappears. repeat them like you own them.
This to me is so beautiful. You guys know I love to come up with 101 theories whenever I'm desperately trying to understand what an artist was thinking when they wrote the lyrics to their music. And I love that she actually tells you, take my body, take my experiences, take whatever I'm singing here, and make it your own. Like, the story needs to fit your circumstances. Your story needs to fit your scenario. It doesn't have to be a single right or wrong interpretation. Like, let it speak to you. Let's just, whatever it is that you need in the moment, let it be that. Let it be that interpretation. Um, I used to spend hours when I was a kid. Um, well, I mean, let's say a teenager. After school, when I'm done with all my responsibilities, no work and whatever, I would go and lie in the bed, and for an hour, 2, 3 hours, I would lie there and I would just fantasize about the ideal life that I wanted, that I needed, that I thought I deserved at the time. Um, so I love that she's saying, in my dreams, everything is so quiet. Um, because in my dreams it was the same. Like, there wasn't screaming, there wasn't bullying, there wasn't accusations. It was just me and this ideal, beautiful, quiet, peaceful life that a teenage girl got to experience. Um, I went through a really bad patch where I would take lots and lots and lots of tablets to try and, yeah, one, to just sleep, because when I had to go to bed, I would just get nightmares, lots of nightmares, so I didn't sleep well. But then when there was no one at home, I would just take tablets so that I could go to sleep. Other times I took more so that I don't have to wake up ever. Problem is, I learned later on in life the reason why none of those attempts ever worked is because in our family we have um, this thing where we don't fall asleep. Anesthesia doesn't affect us. Sleeping tablets does not affect us. Um, it's very difficult for any medication really to have an effect on us. So I was mind blown. And at that time, I believed, oh no, it's the Christian faith. I wasn't meant to die. It's God who kept me alive, because I made certain to take enough. Um, but yeah, just so happened that my family screwed me over even when it comes to my blood type. Yeah, so I have a complete resistance to sleeping meds and anesthesia. Yay for me. Um, but nonetheless, what I did manage to sweep myself away into a fantasy world, and I think that's why I love my escape so much. Books, whether it's music, whether it's series, as long as it's fantasy and it shouldn't be realistic things so that I have to think about all my problems, then I am happy. Give me vampires, give me werewolves, give me um, demons, give me angels, give me. That's why I love watching Supernatural and Teen Wolf and freaking Vampire Diaries, all that crap, but just the Korean versions. Um, yeah, I digress.
And write poems and repeat them like you own them, like the arrow and the willow we open. Let the mothers and the daughters climb out of the waters like the needle and the cockroach we mend. In my dreams, everything's more quiet than here. disappear.
This is one of the best performances so far that I've seen. And I really thought I enjoyed, what was it? Through the Eyes of a Child. That to me was precious. And then I very much liked Darkness, or what? The Dark Dress is Likely. That was the tribal one. I think yeah, that was the very first one that I enjoyed of Aurora. And then things went a bit haywire. And then I got introduced to Through the Eyes of a Child, which was very personal for me. And now this one, Dreams. Oh my goodness. Kev and Mario, you guys rock. Thank you for introducing this one. To everyone else who asked for Dreams in the YouTube comments, you guys know I don't really tackle YouTube comment requests, but I definitely react to them when they are on Patreon and buy me a coffee. But I'm glad that everyone who asked for this one is going to manage to see this. This was beautiful. I still feel like this was. How is this a live version? How is it not a studio version? Um, she's done really, really well in this performance. Well, come to think of it, in this concert, really, like her sound is on point. And now the second time around that I've listened to it, I actually paid a bit more attention to the backup singers, and I could hear the moment they came in. It was just, it, you could potentially play this for a baby and the baby will fall asleep. It's lullaby material, not so much the lyrics, but the music itself, her soft tones and the music, and I even her movements is so subtle. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much. I will check you in the next one. Bye.